Welcome back, guys, to our playthrough of Pokemon Gold version. We have a couple of really high-level tasks to do in today's episode, but the first thing that I want to do is I want to evolve my Eevee into Espeon. So right now, I think he only needs about 206 points before he can level up, so one battle, maybe two, if it's a low-level wild Pokemon that we encounter here momentarily. But in doing so, he'll evolve into Espeon because as of right now, IRL and in-game clock both match at 4:09 in the PM, and he needs to just evolve with the remaining time left with only one battle. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick in the wild here. Eevee's going to beat whoever this is and then hopefully should evolve. Now, real quick, one little fun fact. Oh, a freaking Miltank? Okay, that's going to be a heck of a fight. Let's see if this works out. That should be plenty, I think, of XP right here. But I also did the cloning method, and I got a second Eevee in the box right now. So if I want to evolve that one to Umbreon, which I might do, we'll see. It all depends whether or not Eevee's happiness goes down for being in the box, because the one that I put in there obviously would probably lose a little happiness, but we'll see how it goes. If I want Umbreon and Espeon, that's the way to do it. But for now, we're going to get Espeon since we have some hours in the day. I don't know if the clock, like, if the time goes from, like, day to night at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. So I wanted to take care of this first thing. That should be it. Cool. Here we go, Espeon. Now, there was something else that I want to touch base on, which kind of sucks. We got this Eevee at level 20, which is just a shame because Espeon actually learns its first... Nice, such a rad sprite. Learns its first psychic type special attack move, Confusion, at level 16. So we weren't able to actually do that, which kind of frustrates me, actually. I really would have liked him to learn that. Luckily, he'll get Psybeam, I think, next. So I'm stoked about that. If I want to do an Umbreon, like I said, I can do that. But neither here nor there. Cool. Eevee also, I think, learns Bite at level 30, and I didn't want to... I was just like, whatever, dude. I don't really want to deal with it. That was kind of... I kind of regret not grinding it out, but I don't know when I'm going to have the time to, like, actually be in the day and do this again, so I was just like, okay. Whatever, we're just going to do this. But regardless, we evolved Eevee into Espeon, which I'm very excited about, and we'll continue on a third journey a little bit. I'm going to go get some lunch, and I'll see you back tonight, okay? All right, see you in like a second. All right, bros and bras, we are back. I had some food. I was really hungry. So here was my thought process, just because I felt like I did that really quickly. So the beginning of this video is kind of funny. I was going through my daily routine, doing my work stuff, because I do have a day job that, you know, obviously occupies the day. And so after that, at the moment that I got off of work, I was like, I need to get home and make sure that I take care of the stuff that I need to do in the daytime for the game. Because I can't remember. I said this before, but I can't remember. It's like 5, 6, something like that, where the game shifts into night. Now, the game may be night, but like right now in June of Southern California, where I'm at, it's very sunny, like when it's dark in the game. So I think it's about a 6 p.m. cutoff, I think 5 p.m. is evening and then 6 p.m. is night, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, leave it in the comments and let me know, because I would like to know, and I'm too lazy to Google it. But anyway, so I came home, I immediately was like, bam, I'm just gonna get my Espeon. You saw me do that, I got the Espeon, and then I was like, I want to do something else. So I very quickly undid that save, came back, did the Espeon thing is what you saw, but what I did before that, because I didn't want to make like a how-to about it since we already covered it, right before I did the Espeon thing is, well, I might as well show you. I went back here, back through Ecrutech, and I went to the Pokemon Center, and I saved it right out in front. Do you remember the third video in our Pokemon Gold playthrough where I showed you how to get all 3 starters? So I did the same thing, sort of, with Eevee. So because Eevee was like this close from evolving, it just needed like one more battle to get enough experience to level up, and that level would have evolved it into whatever Pokemon, in this case, Espeon. So I took the Eevee, saved it right here, took the Eevee, came in here, and then I did that whole like box method thing where I deposited Eevee, and then I switched boxes, and then right before it was about to save, I reset my game. And then I came back and found that I had 2 Eevees now, the one that was in my party, because it, you know, was a save before, and the one that's in the box. So before we move on, I might as well shove Espeon in the box for a moment, because I am going to get it back. Okay. And then we are going to withdraw, and I'm not gonna change the Pokemon down there because I'm gonna get Espeon back. I'm just gonna leave it. There should be a second Eevee in here somewhere. There it is. And this is the other Eevee. So this method is useful for the Eevees in particular, because you can get all the Eevee evolutions this way if you have the stones and the methods to evolve them, etc. Now, the interesting thing about this too is that when you do the method for the starters, it's weird because the starters that are in like in the box. So like, let's say you grab Totodile first, and then you do like the the clones, whatever. The first two Pokemon that you choose. So if I chose Totodile and Cyndaquil first, and then Chikorita last, Chikorita would be the one that would be in the Pokédex. The other two would not. So right now, if I go to my Pokédex, I have them all. Totodile was the last one that I grabbed because it's the one that I wanted to be my like actual starter, and it was the opposite of that Chikorita that the rival would have. But I do have Chikorita and I do have Cyndaquil, but neither one of them registered in the Pokédex because the clone method doesn't do that. So the only way is to do the whole like egg hatching method, get a Cyndaquil and get a Totodile that way with the ones that I have, and the Ditto that I caught not too long ago, Route 34, the route right before you get into Goldenrod. And then, whatever, and then you can level them up if you want. I imagine that if I do have my Cyndaquil and my Chikorita and I evolve them, their secondary stages will likely appear here, I think. I haven't tried it, obviously, because it's not, we're not seeing that here, and I deposited Cyndaquil in the box because I got Growlithe instead. But anyway, I tell you all that because Bill gave us the Eevee, we got the Pokédex entry for that. So cloning Eevees as much as you want obviously has no negative impact on the Pokédex, obviously, right? So this method, what I'm about to do, I want to see whether or not it gives me Umbreon, because this will answer my question. If I evolve my Chikorita, if I evolve my Cyndaquil, do I get Bayleaf and Quilava like as Pokédex entries? I should. Now, when we were doing this in the daytime, it was moments ago for you, but hours for me. Moments ago, I walked over here and I did the Miltank thing, ran into a Miltank, knocked that thing out, got, 300 and some odd experience points. We might not get that with Rattata. It's level 16 though, we'll see. Okay, so we need about 206 experience points to evolve Eevee, just to get to the next stage. Now, I hope that Eevee will evolve right now. Nope, we need one more battle. Because Eevee's happiness, I think, would probably go down by shoving it in the box, right? So this cloned Eevee is actually my original Eevee. The one that's in my party is like not, well, hard to say. Which one is technically the original? This is like it's like a prestige type situation. I don't really know exactly which one is the original, but regardless, in any case, this should push us over the edge. And if he evolves an Umbreon, then that'll tell me everything I need to know. Yeah, okay, good. I thought he was going to be so unhappy that I put him in the box and he wouldn't evolve. But now it's nighttime, and we got both. So we got Umbreon. I'm not going to use Umbreon right now because I don't like... I have this rule. God, he looks so terrible with those bug eyes. That pose. I have this rule that when I'm playing any sort of Pokemon game, I do not, under any circumstance whatsoever, use more than one Eevee evolution unless there's some rare exception. Besides, Espeon just looks freaking badass in this game compared to Umbreon, let's be real. But yeah, now we got both. I do really wish, though, that when you evolve Eevee into either one of its evolutionary stages, that the first thing that it does is it should learn, like, a move of that elemental type. Like, if I have Umbreon, Dark Pulse, maybe not Dark Pulse, that one's kind of a cool one, but, or a good attack. I don't know, Pursuit or something, maybe. I don't know which one that it should get. But I definitely think that, like, Espeon, for example, should learn Confusion immediately. The fact that he doesn't sucks, because we got him at level 20, or Eevee at level 20, and Espeon learns Confusion at level 16. Stupid. It really drives me crazy. Actually, what is... Oh, you know what? I have an idea. Let's see. TM Psychic Location, Pokemon Gold is what I want to look at. Wow, I spelled that way wrong. Okay, whatever. TM29 is Psychic. Damn it! It's still Mr. Psychic's house in Saffron City. That's so annoying. God, I hate that. Don't do that. Lock me out from using cool abilities. Well, he won't learn any Psychic moves for a while. I think Psywave he learns at like level 30 or something. But right now he's basically useless. But I still should use him anyway because he's got high stats. And I need the, oh, you know what? Flaffy will evolve as well. We can do that first. Dang, my team is going to be stacked here in a minute or two. Scyther will evolve into Scizor at 30. As a reminder, every time I bring this topic up, I feel like it's important to illustrate that I altered the game files to allow me to evolve trade evolution Pokemon through leveling up methods rather than the trade. So rather than giving him a Metal Coat to hold and to trade, he'll now level up into Scizor at level 30. Other Pokemon like, for example, Kadabra into Alakazam, it's at 37. I don't know why Scyther gets a bonus. Maybe it's because he only has 2 stages, Scyther and then Scizor, whereas you have Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam. Maybe it's changed that way. I don't know. I didn't choose what that's the method, or that's the way for it to evolve, but that is how they decided to go about it. Nonetheless, okay, so we've got that. Flaffy's going to evolve here in a minute into Ampharos. I'm stoked about that. Scyther will level up, not this episode, but soon. He already knows some pretty good moves. No steel moves and bug moves. I think only like normal type moves, maybe a fighting move because he has Rock Smash. And then I want to focus on leveling up Espeon because I really want to get him to learn something useful. Let's see. Just as a reminder, we talked about this as well, but I need it for myself because I forget. Let's see. So Espeon in Gen 2. What do you learn? Bulbapedia is my god. Okay, so Confusion at 16. I'm pissed about that. Oh, damn it. Okay, so Swift at 30. Excuse me for correcting that. So Espeon learns Swift at 30, Psybeam at 36, and Psychic at 47, which is very annoying because Psychic, he's only going to learn 1 Psychic move. God, that's so stupid. That's not balanced, by the way. That's really trash. Yeah, but I think at least he'll learn Psychic by the time we get to Elite Four. I will level him up to be at least between level 48 and 52, somewhere in there is the end goal. Okay, but then again, as far as Gen 2 TMs, there's only 3 Psychic TMs. Surprisingly, Dream Eater's a Psychic move. I would think Dream Eater would be Ghost or Dark, but because Rest is Psychic, I guess that's why they made Dream Eater that way. But yeah, Psychic, Dream Eater, and Rest are the 3 moves that he can learn. What the heck is Nightmare? What does Nightmare do? As a non-damaging ghost type move. Well, I don't care about that then. If it's non-damaging, I don't give a crap about that. Let's see, what else can he learn? Anything interesting? Hyper Beam's not a bad one. TM15, he can learn that. Iron Tail? Well, I guess that might be useful somehow. He can learn Shadow Ball. I might teach him that, actually. That's pretty much it. Every other move that I have listed here sucks or is super annoying. Shadow Ball's the only thing. I might as well. As a special attacker, Shadow Ball is a special attack, right? Let me see. Damage on ghost type move. Yes, it is a special attack. Okay, well, it's not a stab move, but it's still a special attack, so I should be able to use that. That'll make him viable for a minute or two against some enemies, I hope. It's not like a remarkably powerful attack, but it's something. A Furret can learn it? Huh. Man, Furret is just, like, surprising with everything that it can pull off. Growl, Tackle, Tail Whip. Obviously, that's, well... I'll just use that one then. Okay, let me take a look at one last thing real fast. So move, I thought move moved him around, but switch does that. Okay. All right, well, that's good. Good to know. Good to know. Thank you. Okay, focus on the business. All right, where are we now? We are heading to the next town, Route 38, Olivine. Okay, so first thing we need to do, I'm gonna fight a dude and hopefully get Ampharos after this battle. If this is a Miltank, I'll fight it. If it's not, I don't care. A Magnemite? Huh. Wasting my time to fight, so I'm not gonna bother. Magnemite's cool as a shiny Pokemon, but I don't want it on my team if not. I've been overseas, so I know about all sorts of Pokemon. All right, cool, dude. That's fine. Also, too, at the time of this video, I want to celebrate the fact that it is... What is the date? It is Tuesday, June 20th, 2023. And we hit, as of today, 9,700 subscribers. Pretty stoked about that. I'm really hoping to get more engagement on the channel, though. I got to start having more conversations about this without sounding like a broken record. Like, I'm trying so hard, and I got some really great feedback from you guys. Like, you guys, I had a conversation. Wait, oh, what? Wooper is water, but is he a dual type that doesn't work? Ah, son of a... That sucks. I guess we can just use tackle, and that's not going to do very much damage, is it? 10 levels above. Oh, okay, that's fine. But anyway, I had a conversation in an earlier video in the playthrough, maybe a video or two ago, where I was just talking about how there's a lot of people that don't... Oh, like I said, I don't want to have this conversation all the time, but that don't like the videos. I'm getting right now I'm getting like hundreds of views, which is a lot for me. And each video, let me rephrase that. Each video is getting hundreds of views, which is pretty significant for me. And I find it weird that I'm getting like hundreds of views, but maybe like 10 likes. And I've always thought that there's a social ratio that exists. Are you good at training? If you are, could you show me how? Oh my God. Thirsty much? That there's a social ratio that seems to be about a 10% that I've noticed. It's on Instagram, it's on Twitter, it's on everything, especially YouTube too. Oh, Flaffy for Flaffy, huh? And I've noticed that like usually for a lot of cases, it's not 100% guaranteed. There's a lot of exceptions to this, but it's enough to where I've noticed it. That when someone posts a video on YouTube, there's about maybe 10% of subscribers will watch the video. There are some numbers that are pretty crazy. Like I think like PewDiePie is a weird one. He has a lot more subscribers than the views that he gets, because he has like 100 million some odd subs, but he has only 1 million views. So that's like 1% of his subscribers. But he's had conversations, I think, with H3H3 like on their podcast at one point, where he was talking about how he knows that there are bots. I think he was just trying to say that like obviously there's millions of people that legitimately follow him, but I think there were some fans that were trying to give him like a record, and so they were buying bots. I don't think he did it. I don't think at all that PewDiePie would buy like subs or followers. He just doesn't seem like the type at all. But he was like, yeah, I know that there's bots for sure. And I think it's because he bought them. Or, sorry, God, I just said, because a fan bought them, not him. Again, just to be clear, PewDiePie did not buy subs. And this is just my basic dummy brain investigative work, okay? This is pure conjecture. This is just me looking at the situation, and that's what I've deduced, okay? So none of this needs to be taken as fact, but I feel like there's enough visible, observable evidence to support this theory, but it is just a theory. So anyway, let me try something I learned today. All right, keep it in your pants, Willie. But I think that 10% translates to a lot of other people, and I think if you look at PewDiePie's like metrics across the board, it does seem to me like about 10% of the people that follow him engage in some way in a view, a comment, or a like, somewhere around there. And Instagram, I think, is probably one of the worst. Examples to use, because Instagram is bullshit in every way. It is remarkable how bad Instagram and Twitter has gotten with these, like, I mean, they're just fake accounts, fake followers. It's insane. Like, one day there's going to be like some celeb that, you know, has like no followers or whatever, and the next day they've got 5 million. Like, come on. 5 million people didn't just do that. And you can tell because like they only have like 10,000 likes or whatever. And I've seen like model accounts and stuff do this too. What the hell? Oh, it's a person. I thought it was a Meryl. Hi, aren't you a cute trainer? May I see your Pokemon? That's code. And I feel like they just jump up. Like there's a handful of people I've seen on Instagram that had like 40,000 subscribers, 50,000, and then all of a sudden they've got like 2 million like the following week. And I'm like, come on. And their likes didn't go up at all. And while that, again, pure conjecture, my point in all this is just that there's about a 10% return from people that follow the channel as a number, as a metric or a statistic, versus the views. And so my roundabout point with all this is just that I feel like as we're at 9,704 subscribers exactly right now when I look at this. And they're all real. I haven't paid for any subscribers at all. But I noticed that I get more subs than I get, like, the ratio from subs to likes, subs to comments and stuff like that, and subs to views is all very weird. It's very skewed. And I was talking to one of my friends about this, who is he makes a living off YouTube. And we were looking at my metrics and statistics together. One thing that we found, this is just a random aside observation thing that we noticed, is that I have a really high amount of views that come in the form of TV watching. Like, people are actually sitting in front of their television sets and like watching my stuff, which is very weird. Because he's like, I make a living off YouTube and nobody watches my stuff on a TV. Like, how are you getting like TV views? And he didn't say it in a way that was like insulting. It was just, he and I both were just like, I have no idea why my content comes in the form of a TV watch, because a lot of people on YouTube don't have that. And most people probably get their views on like phones and things like that. But I guess my point with that is it's like, you have your phone in your hand if you're watching that way, and it's like you're scrolling through, your thumb is already like right there on the screen, or your pinky, or whatever position your hand is in. You've got a finger that's right there. And so like likes, views, comments, like all that stuff is just so crazy. And I guess with the views that I'm getting, like, let's just pick something. So my Pokemon videos, which are I think the most consistently watched of anything else, they probably get maybe about 150 views a day, ballpark average. Like, I have a video that I'm looking at that I posted yesterday, 297 views yesterday. Today's video, published 10 hours ago, 130 views. That's not like Mr. Beast numbers, but again, it's a lot for me, so I'm just kind of looking at that. And I'm trying to figure out like I'm just looking at this data now, because as the channel grows, the numbers do matter. And like, I don't do what I do for the numbers. I'm gonna play these video games anyway, so I really want to like record my experience, provide my commentary. But like, how much commentary am I gonna have on me fighting a freaking Skiploom, right? Like, oh my god, Flaffy, electric type, doesn't really have any sort of advantage other than level over this Skiploom. But it is now an Ampharos, so that's pretty cool. So that's why I'm talking about an unrelated subject. Beauty Valerie's defeated. Valerie, hot name. I'm glad I got to see your Pokemon. Yeah, me too, Val. Sweet, finally. And he's got he has a really cool looking sprite too. Like, I like that a lot. Like, I think Ampharos has a really sharp looking sprite. And Gold and Silver, I think, have different sprites by comparison, and Crystal has animated sprites. Thunder Punch, yeah! Nice. My team is really coming together. All before we even get to the 5th gym? Yeah. Nice. Thunder Punch. So I'm stoked on this. Ampharos is freaking excellent. Super excellent. Okay, so that's it. So Switch is moving them around, but Move is actually... Okay. Gotcha. All right, sweet. I'm going to save it just for the sake of that. Cool. So now Scyther's going to take the front and center because he needs... Damn it. He needs to get the experience. Anyway, my point is that by my own logic, with the 10% turnaround, I would feel like at 10,000 subscribers, 10% would be 1,000 views. Astronomical. There is no way that's happening. That is not feasible, I think, for my channel. I don't think if you have 10,000 subs, you're getting 1,000 views. Just not possible. So I think my view count actually makes a little bit more sense. It's weird. It's like kind of being graded on a curve. I think there's a certain amount of subscribers and community engagement you need to get before the numbers kind of get a little bit higher than that. And so I feel like 10,000 subscribers is a big number, and I'm so excited for that. That's 1,000 was my first major milestone, but 10,000 is the next one. That's my first major milestone since 1,000 subscribers. And I think I even hit 1,000 subs while I wasn't even doing YouTube. I think I like made a couple of YouTube videos, did a playthrough or two. I think I did Red and Crystal, then I abandoned YouTube for like 6 years and came back, and there was like 2,000 subs on it, or 3,000 subs. So we've grown quite a bit, I think, in the past 3 years since I came back to YouTube. But 6 years ago, over the course of 3 years, we got that. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. It was weird. I think it was maybe about 1,000. So it doesn't matter. The point is that I feel like 10% turnaround would be fantastic, but I don't think that's feasible on my channel for 10,000 subs. I just don't see that. Trainer tips: if a Pokemon is trying to evolve, you can stop it. That's right. Actually, we have the Everstone real quick. Quack? Real quick. Where do I get that? Is it the general? Yeah, it's in the general items pocket. Where are you, Everstone? Everstone stops evolution. Give. I will give that to Totodile for now, because I don't have any. I don't want him to evolve. It's just kind of like a I just want to keep him around as Totodile for a little while. Okay, let's move on. Still got some more trainers here. All right, did you not see me? There you are. Let me see what your Pokemon are capable of. So I guess what I'm saying is that I'm trying to reapproach how I tried to like improve the metrics on my channel. Pokemon seems to be the big draw. Like, you guys all seem to like that, which is why I'm talking about this in a Pokemon video, because the majority of you are going to see it. It is kind of a bummer though, thinking about it. Like, we've got 10,000 subscribers and like such a like only. I mean, I don't want to do the math, but maybe like 2% of people are even watching stuff on the channel. But that is my own fault. And that's specifically because I play more than just Pokemon. Despite my name and my branding being Pokemon adjacent, or inspired by Pokemon, I should say, I have a lot of classic stuff on my channel, and I think there's a little bit of something for everybody, but not everyone's a Pokemon fan. Not everyone is a whatever else fan. But I've got tons of stuff on the channel, so whatever fan of games you are, there's got to be something that you would enjoy on the channel in some way. So some people are very particular about what they watch, and I get that. I think if I did Pokemon stuff only, the channel would probably grow a little bit more. But then I don't want to do that though. I don't want to be pigeonholed into a Pokemon only channel. So I am taking the long hard road of starting off as like a variety channel, because my theme is classics, but I do make exceptions to that too, because I do new games sometimes as well. But I'm at a point now where we're less than 300 subscribers away from a very big milestone for me, so I want to get these thoughts out. And someone pointed out to me, I think it was Rodney, Painful Plays. Thank you, Rodney, for pointing this out. He put this in a way that I never really thought of before. That pisses me off that he used confusion, because I'm still very sore about the fact that Espeon can't learn that. That really got me. But he brought up a point that I occasionally use YouTube as a form of therapy, because like I'm talking and I don't have to pay you $500 an hour to listen to my problems. So this is like an excellent form of therapy for me. But it helps me with my mental, because I'm letting all this stuff out. Like, if I don't tell you, who am I going to tell? And I'm not going to pay someone to tell, because like, Jesus Christ, like I can't pretend that I care that you're listening to my problems, and I can't pretend that you're going to pretend to care about my problems because I'm paying you to listen to them. You know what I mean? Anyway, but he brought that up, and I was like, that's a very good point. I didn't realize that I did that, or at least it didn't register in my mind that way. But since I am coming to a crossroads with the future of my channel, these are things that I have to think about, and I want your feedback on it. And I had gotten some really good feedback, because like one thing that I really hate is I don't like that generic cringy YouTuber where they sort of follow that formula and format. Hey guys, what's going on with such and such? Bringing you another video, blah 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 blah. And today we're gonna talk about da 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 da. This video is sponsored by blah 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 blah. Be sure to use code blah 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 for 10% off your G Fuel purchase, and also like, comment, and subscribe. And they go on for like 20 minutes about like sponsors and other things, and you know, whatever. F that, and F everyone who does that. F you all. Like, that is the worst thing. And I apologize, because like, you know, not really F you, but I just hate that, right? It's cringy, it's hateable. I don't want to be that way. Oh crap, Scyther's gonna have a tough time with this. But that's neither here nor there. I really wanted to try an approach that was more, oh thank God, that was more me. And as I look at like the data, because like you have your dashboard and your analytics when you make YouTube content, so you can kind of see like what people are doing, how often they're watching. I couldn't begin to brag, that's right. And I noticed that there's like a retention rate, and it seems to be, it's like crazy how some of the videos, such darling Pokemon, let's show our Pokemon together at the same time. There's a fall off at between 30 and 60% on the majority of the content that I create, which is wild. And that's the majority of watchers, not all of you. Some of you guys would make it this far. But there's whatever reason it's honestly, I don't even know, I shouldn't even say for whatever reason, I know why. It's a retention rate, it's an attention span thing. Either you're bored with my content, or you just don't care about what I'm talking about or doing in that episode, but you watch just enough to give me a credit of a view, or something like that. I can't say as to why people are doing that. What is that? Is that a Rattata? What is in that box? Where am I? What is happening? Hold on. Route 39, Olivine City, Ecrutech. So Olivine must be here. Okay. Moo Moo Farm. Enjoy our fresh and tasty milk. Oh, I see. So anyway, so the majority of people fall off by the time the video gets to an end, which is why I think a lot of YouTubers probably throw all the important crap right at you right when you first start the video, because I'm not the only one. So these must be all Miltanks. Huh. Interesting. So in the Pokemon world, there are other animals that are not Pokemon, which means that there are cows. And so I don't really understand exactly what the, like, I don't understand what the genetic composition is of a freaking Miltank, but it's a weird species. Like Pokemon, like, okay, a Gyarados and a Miltank are probably more closely related DNA-wise than a Miltank and a cow, despite Miltank being an actual cow. And that's because Pokemon all hail from the same ancestral line, and evolution is just so temperamental with them that they change and turn into, like, very abstract creatures and have elemental powers and all that. But I'll tell you, it'll be a cold day in hell before I drink milk from the teats of a Miltank. That is disgusting. I will never do that. Of course, the milk that you would get here is not for human consumption, but still. Gross, dude. My Miltank ain't giving me milk no more. This here farm's got famous milk. Most everyone wants a drink. It'll give me lots of milk. If and I feed it lots of berries, I reckon. I'm good, dude. I'm not gonna feed your cows berries. Our milk even goes out to Kanto. So if our own Miltank won't give us any milk, we're in trouble. Dude, whatever. Do you have a berry, like, right outside there? Is there, like, some sort of little quest here? Moo Moo is sick. She needs lots of berries. Moo Moo is sick. She needs lots of berries. Okay, can I just, like, give it berries? Its cry is weak. Oh, give a berry? Yeah, see, this is a bug that's happening with, like, some of the games. It's not because I edited the files like I thought. See, now it worked. Yeah. I have berries, dude. What do you mean? Oh, it wants, like, a very specific type of berry. Because I do have berries. Poison cure, bitter, paralyzed. Yeah, so, okay. So I need just a berry. I see. Whatever, dude. Give it a potion. It'll be fine. So anyway, so I get why a lot of YouTubers throw so much at you right when you first start the video. That's not me. That's not my style. I don't like that. I don't want to be that way, nor will I be like that. But I just got back to Olivine, so how about a Pokemon battle? At the same time, I do have to be diligent about making sure I do what is healthy for the channel. And that means also focusing on growth, but most importantly, focusing on what the community thinks. And also keeping in mind, like, what I think. I don't want to be like that. I'm not going to introduce every video talking about stupid things like, you know, like, comment, subscribe, and support this energy drink bullshit. I'm not going to do that. That's... no thanks. Everyone and their mom has a G Fuel code for 10%. At this point, like, first of all, that tells you that A, G Fuel ain't worth that much. And two, I could probably go directly to, like, G Fuel's website and throw whatever 5 or 6, 7, 8 digit codes, characters that I want in there, and then it will give me 10%. It just doesn't even matter. Use this code for 10% off. Dude, I can use any code, okay? I could probably type butthole in there and probably get 15% off as, like, a special discount. So, like, give me a break. Your code ain't worth nothing. Although, I will admit, it'd be really cool to have the Marcanine logo slapped onto one of their shakers. But, you know, I'll just buy some sort of GNC, like, shaker and throw a Marcanine sticker on it instead. But, I don't know. Channel, it's way too early to have merchandise. I think it's always super cringe when you have, like, channels, and no offense, I hate to say this because, like, I'm knocking small channels, and I don't mean to, so hear me out. I don't think it's appropriate for a channel that doesn't have a community or fan base to have merchandise. And I don't like it when you have that merchandise point to like Redbubble or like Teespring or something, because it's like super generic. Any, you know, Paul, Dom, Dick, and Harry can all like go to there and they can make their content like on a freaking t-shirt or whatever. So I don't know. It just seems odd. Like, but at the same time, I'm not gonna like, I don't know, find some sweatshop over in Malaysia or something like that and have them make Marcanine sweatshirts, you know? A sweatshop that makes sweatshirts. Ain't that a concept? I don't know. These are things that I think about. Like, the channel, the Marcanine channel is so new still. I've been at this for 3 years, but it is a new channel. The content is new. The community is doing very well, but the community is new. Everything about all this is new. We're still in our infancy. It's still in our adolescence. But I think maybe some of these ideas and concepts should be better like packed into like a podcast episode or a vlog or something. That way you guys know what you're getting into, because this video is like all about Pokemon, and you wouldn't know by the name of the video that like I'm talking about such sensitive and important topics, you know what I mean? That thing you have, it's a Pokegear, right? Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I know, dude. All right, where are we? Okay, so we're in Olivine City, the port closest to foreign lands. All right, so we did a little chat here, but we're going to go ahead and save it, and we'll wrap it up because we're getting it, like, we're kind of going right about at that time where we want to wrap things up. But I really just wanted to get the Eevee evolutions, the new ones, the Gen 2 Eevee evolutions. Let's see if we got Umbreon. I'm assuming that we did. They're pretty far down here. Oh, wait a minute. These are... Okay, so they have it... This isn't a... Gotcha. This is not a national dex. Where are you? Yeah, but we did get both. So that's cool. Flareon looks cool. Jolteon, Vaporeon looks freaking excellent, though. Anyway, okay, so we got all that. Nonetheless, these are very important concepts to me. So while the center focus on this video was to get Espeon and Umbreon, which we did, it's also just kind of like touching base on like some things that I want to do in the channel. So hopefully that stuff is of interest to you in the sense that you like watch this video, but also like if you have any feedback or thoughts on it, like let me know, because I've gotten some great feedback, but I still want a little bit more from the community just so I can, you know, figure out what to do. But I don't know, that's the thing. Some of these concepts too that we talk about, these are very early on in the stages of the channel's growth. So it sucks because I'm talking about something that could very well be dated in a few months or a year or 2 years or something like that. Like who knows where the channel is going to be at that point. So if you're watching this video like X amount of time later, this video is going to make no freaking sense. So anyway, I apologize if this is sort of like out of place or is not crucial or integral to the playthrough of Pokemon, but like I did what I set out to do. I wanted to get to the next city. We wanted to evolve Eevee, did it twice. Wanted to get Ampharos, we got that. So I don't know, things are looking pretty good. I think our team is looking pretty great. Totodile has the Everstone, he's not going to evolve for a little while. Growlithe needs to learn Flamethrower. I'm still debating on whether I want to do that because Growlithe learns Flamethrower at level 15. Arcanine doesn't learn it at all, and there is no TM for Flamethrower in Gen 2, so I have to decide. There's a trade-off here somewhere. We'll see how it goes, though. For it, I need to level up at some point, but right now the focus is on Scyther getting to Scizor, whereas Espeon and Ampharos are in good shape. Ampharos is great already. I mean, he's got 3 electric-type moves that he can use. Espeon has Shadow Ball, and that's it, so he'll have to worry about that later. Scyther, on the other hand, knows False Swipe, which is fantastic. But I would like it to learn a steel move or 2 once we get it to Scizor, so we'll worry about that when the time comes. But nonetheless, thank you guys for listening to my rants and rambles. I know I talk nonstop about this, but hopefully this was some sort of insightful mind dive into the brain here of Marcanine, so that way you guys kind of know where my head's at this point. But we'll talk less about this in the future, or maybe I'll talk more about it in a better forum designated for that, because I just don't know if Pokemon Gold playthrough is like the place to talk about this. Just know the only reason why I'm doing it is because you guys are watching it, you guys are leaving comments, you guys are engaged in this particular playthrough on the channel right now the most. So I find that to be the most logical time to talk is about these topics, since you guys are watching it. So otherwise, we'll wrap it up right here. Thank you for watching, listening to me in this episode. We'll continue with more tomorrow. If you enjoyed this episode of Pokemon Gold, though, you can share your love by hitting the like button. Do not forget to subscribe. Any feedback for me, leave it in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Also, don't forget to take a look at the description box. There's some links that might be of interest to you, one of which is a link to the Marcanine Community Discord server. If you want to be part of that group, you can chat with me directly. There's also a link to geekoutpost.com, an entertainment media blog that I own, operate, run, manage, design, and write for. It's a great place to stay up to date on the latest entertainment, gaming, news, reviews, and rumors if you're into that kind of thing. Otherwise, just know I appreciate you and your time, and hope to see you when we continue with more Pokemon Gold. Alright guys, that's it for me. Take care, be well, see you around.